Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's guide series. We're up on the bay and with our good friend Lance the Lightning, our fishing partner that is. Hey, I'll tell you, him and I spend a lot of time together. We spend actually all winter together. And the part that I love, Lance is a full-time fishing guide, and you know, the part that I love is that we get a lot of times clients that don't want to pull planer boards. And today is what we're gonna do is, Lance has been doing this for a while up here. We're actually gonna be pulling bottom bouncers with either spinners or slow death rigs. Now Lance, why are we pulling bottom bouncers? What's the reason?
A prime example is the other day I had a father and a grandson out, and we were catching fish pulling cranks on the planer boards, and I had the kid pulling in the boards. He's a 10-year-old kid. That was a lot of work out for him. I'm up there holding the rod tip. His grandpa's holding him. We were out in good waves. And you know, I'm marking the fish using our electronics. I see him tight on bottom. You know, I'm gonna downsize this, pull out some harnesses, and give him some smaller pulls, smaller reels to reel in.
Yeah, something he can handle.
We did that. 2 hours later, we had 15 walleyes. Every fish that he had on, any boat within 100 yards knew that he had a fish on. It was a blast. And you know, you stay right on that pod when you're pulling the bottom bouncers too. Once in a while, I'll put boards out while I'm doing it, but with the bottom bouncers, I go over a pot of fish, we pop 2, I just turn that boat right around, let's go right back over.
That's right there, that's 2 really great reasons.
If you're over a whole bunch of sheephead, all your boards go back here, messed up for a half hour, 45 minutes. We get sheephead on here, it's in within 20 seconds, back off. It's a quick way to cover ground, much like straight line trolling the reefs on Winnebago.
Right. Slow death rig, and I just let them lock on there. You got one too, huh?
Yep.
You think yours is a walleye? Nice job, Lance.
Didn't bite like a white perch.
Yeah, mine felt like a walleye too. You know, there's a lot of white perch in here, and you feel that tap all the time.
The walleye's like one solid hit, and then
just that dead weight. Beautiful, thank you, my friend. Hey, what a way to start off. We've only been out here, what, 5 minutes? Awesome.
Good way to start it, Larry.
Yeah, it's a great way to start it. We'll show you guys exactly what we're using, but it's always good to have different techniques in here. I'm using slow death. Lance is using a spinner harness. You know, if you're running the same, if you're running, 2 people are using slow death, just put a bead on one. Just change it up. So somebody's always doing something different, because you know, walleyes they can be as finicky as
once you get a pattern going, then everybody double up.
Then run it. Nice job, dude.
One other thing I did here, as soon as we got these, I put that on spot lock. We'll get organized here.
Yep.
I'm going to set us up. We're going right back over to school.
That's a great tip right there.
Not moving around. We're right here right now. We caught them fish 50 feet back that way. Within 35 seconds, we'll be back on them.
Awesome. Right in the same area we just caught them last 2. Yep. And we just kind of spun back around everybody.
This will be another walleye. This is a little better one.
Look, you got a good one, huh? Good fish?
Good fish.
Ooh, that is a good one.
I had some clients this morning. We kept 9 fish. One of them was 22. It was gill hook bad, so we just decided to keep that one. But typically when we're on fish, again, if we got to stay out a little longer to give them some fish,
you'll do it.
Don't have a problem with that. We'd rather see our 22, 21 plusers go back in. Yeah, what I like to do, we got a 2-hook harness here. On the lead hook, get as close to that snout as you can. See how tight that is? Otherwise, if you get to ½ inch above, that worm just curls over and doesn't do the rotation properly. My second hook, I'm always putting into the ring of the crawler, right there. And what I typically do, instead of having a 6-inch tail hanging like that, I go about 1 inch behind the hook, pinch it off, and chum up the waters. This way, when that fish comes behind it, it's already on that hook. It's not sitting there nibbling 3-4 inches of worm. Right there, it's grabbing that first hook. And you'll see how I got a loop right in there when you go to that ring of that night crawler. When that hops in the water, that worm is gonna stretch out, and that'll take care of that loop, and that worm will spin properly. Just getting this live scope, I've only had it for 2 years. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot more knowledge on it than I do. A lot of people get rid of that grid on here. What I like to do is I actually keep it on. You know, you got 2, 4, 6 marking your footage. When I'm going over the fish, as they're coming through, I can see if that's a 2-foot long fish or if it's 6, 10 inches. You know, if it's 2 foot, odds are that it's probably walleye, not going to be our white perch or what have you out here. So that's one of the reasons why I keep that grid on the screen. Those are all fish. See the side imaging? These are all fish. Those are walleyes right there. And see the smaller specks? That's going to be your white perch. But the longer specks looks like blades of rice, I call it too. You can see me going over them right now. They're over 2 feet, or right around that 2-foot range. There's white perch mixed in. See how they're only a foot? But but your longer ones are going to be your walleye.
Another fish at
This
least.
feels like our eater category.
Yeah, that's nice. Again, we're just kind of spinning in that same area we had that double on.
Yep.
That's the great part
we're
about.
Working a 150-yard circle here.
Right.
We've got enough.
Nice fish.
Yep. That's our perfect eaters right there. Uh-oh, we got Larry changing baits,
I'm
folks.
changing. You know, I'm not
But
a
like
fool.
we said before, we were going to do
Yeah,
two different baits.
that's the name of the
Now,
game.
Change it up, but always let the fish tell the story.
I like
tell
your
it.
thinking.
Whether you're going to read it or not is another.
Why don't you just shut up and give me another spinner? Ooh, nice fish. You know, I'll tell you what, I was basically just using a slow depth hook, no beads at all. A guy could go with beads and see if that was the issue or not, but just as easy just to go with another rig, and Lance has these tied up already. It's got all gold beads on here. I matched it up with a gold blade, and let's see what happens here. You know what, Lance, this feels like a pretty decent fish.
Nice walleye,
I think I'll just give him a flip in here. Yep, there he is, bottom bouncer. And, yep, flip him right in.
Great
You're right
eater.
about that gold, matching everything up. Gold, definitely gold beads with a gold blade. That all around is the perfect fish right there. You know, 16 and a half, 17 incher right there. That is definitely a boxer. Ooh, I thought it was a white perch, Lance. This ain't no white perch. Look at
There
the
we
size
go.
of this. Woo, I'll take that right there. These perch out of this system are
Jeez.
some of the best. I don't know,
Oh.
the meat's a little bit yellow on them, and I just don't know. I mean, it's just the flavor of these perch are incredible. Not that Winnebago perch aren't excellent eating too, but the flavor of these Green Bay perch are freaking like no tomorrow.
Got him.
Walleye again?
I think so. Yeah, we just went over a nice school of walleyes here. See the longer lines? That's typically what I would say are the walleyes. Our smaller little dots here are probably white perch. They're going to be mixed in together.
Are you dragging your bottom bouncer?
Yeah.
You're dragging it right in the mud.
I'm tight to bottom.
Like dragging it.
Dragging. I can feel it hitting the bottom.
You can.
Yep.
About
Perfect eaters
eating
here.
quality, yeah.
Every day's a little different. Keep trying different stuff until
Yep.
you get the right
Mixing
color,
it
right
up.
combination.
Boy, as soon as I went
to
down
bottom?
into that, you know, Lance, what I do with my bottom bouncer is bottoms right there. And then I pull up and I'm checking the bottoms right there. But you caught like 4 fish in a row and I haven't gotten bit, and you said you were dragging your bottom bouncer. So you're actually plowing through that gravel, plowing through that mud. And the second I did that, boom, it was game on. The old walleye.
That'll work, buddy.
Yep, nice job, thank you. You know, the interesting part about today is that we decided Lance had a guide trip this morning, and he was gonna be done at noon. So we decided, hey, let's come out to Green Bay. We don't have a lot of wind. The water is very clear today, and let's see if we can actually catch walleyes at noon on a very calm day with clear water. So not the best walleye conditions as you would think, but as you could see, it can be done. Middle of the day, the fish are gonna be pinned to bottom. They're not as active, but as Lance just showed you guys and gals, they can be caught. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's guide series. I'll tell you what, thank you Lightning Lance, like always. Unbelievable job. He figured out something that most people don't know. I did not know that. Clear skies, midday, and dragging bottom bouncers stirring up the bottom. These fish are pinned to bottom, and no doubt it worked. Within an hour, we boated over 15 walleyes, a couple of big perch. Hey, Lightning, let's tell people how they can get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me online at greatdayguiding.com, or the best way to get a hold of me is give me a shout at 920-410-9920. If I don't answer, it's obviously because I'm out here with clients. I'll get back to you as soon as I get off the water. And you know, this bite out here, Larry, we should be good for another month and a half out here yet.
Otherwise, you always have something going on.
Then we're going right back to the rivers or what have you. You know, the water temperature starts dropping. Our perch bite on Winnebago should be great for another, almost till ice up, as long as we want to fish that. So we got a lot of fishing ahead of us. Give me a shout, I'll get you out fishing.
Hey everybody, remember the old Lightning is still single. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because each and every week we give away a lot of great prizes. And thanks again for everything you do for us.